Salut tout le monde! Welcome back to Unintentionally Frenchified. This week's video is going to be a little bit different. So the subject this week is how French are you? And it's gonna be the video a bit in the form of a test per se. Now, don't go running. This is not like the test, the surprise test you failed in high school. It's more like a fun pub trivia test quiz. Basically, I'm going to be asking you whether or not you do certain French customs or certain French habits, and every time you say, yes, I am doing this, you get to give yourself a certain number of points. And we're gonna tally up the points at the end and see on a scale from 1 to 50, how French are you? I'm gonna do 3 rounds, so I'll start with the easiest customs and habits, and I'm gonna get to the more complicated ones. So get your notepads ready. I am dying to know how French all of you out there are. This is the perfect time to subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed yet, you know what to do. Otherwise, everybody get ready for the How French Are You test. C'est parti. Round 1, which is a maximum of 10 points, and you get 1 point per question. If you make sure to say bonjour every single time you address a stranger before speaking, out of fear of getting scolded for being impolite, 1 point for you. If you arrive 15 minutes late to every single social function because you have embraced the quart d'heure de politesse, give yourself a point. If you are putting bread directly on the table or tablecloth, and you are not putting it on your plate, I officially reward you 1 point for embracing the death of the bread plate. And if we stay on the subject of bread, because we know bread in France is very important, if you eat a baguette without putting any butter on it ever, because it's so good it doesn't need butter, I officially award you 1 point. I'll share my score in the comments below, but just so you know, I actually still eat baguette with butter. I do, on a regular basis. If dinner never starts chez toi before 7:30 p.m. or 19h30, give yourself a point because you have officially adopted the French eating schedule. Just so you know, growing up, guys, I used to have dinner at 5:30 at night. That's like snack time here. If you don't own a pair of stilettos anymore because the cobblestones killed them, give yourself a point. Or if you still have a pair of stilettos in your closet hidden away for a rainy day, but you do own a pair of Converse or a pair of Stan Smith baskets, you can also give yourself a point, because you have officially embraced the favorite shoe of the French. If you expect an hour lunch break during the week, and if you just genuinely adore the 3-hour lunches on a Sunday, because who could possibly eat in 30 minutes? You're Frenchified, give yourself a point. If instead of saying, when you don't know what to say, you're saying, or if you use the word up, or tac, 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 give yourself a point for really embracing those French sounds. If you consider yogurt a dessert, or if you now eat yogurt for dessert, give yourself a point because yogurt has now gone from being a healthy snack to your sugar high for the day. If you can confidently say that you speak French, you probably deserve more than 1 point, but today you are getting 1 point, mes amis. If you did not give yourself a point for the last question because 1, you don't speak French yet, or 2, you don't feel confident saying that you speak French yet, aka my situation the first 3 years that I was living in France, the next 2 minutes before we get to round 2 are dedicated to you. I want to talk to you guys about a completely free app called Chatterbug Streams. It's a really fun très très fun, an interactive app that is full of what they call streams. Streams are basically a unique way of learning through snackable videos. They're developed with language experts and led by native language speaking streamers. Chatterbug really feels like the best way to learn a language is the way that we learned when we were kids growing up. So this really means lots of imitation, lots of repetition, lots of modeling. And it's pretty cool because they have lots of different levels. So you have very beginner all the way up to advanced. And they also have different languages. So obviously I'm most interested in French, but there's also English and there's Spanish and there's German. And with each stream, there's also added content. So there are quizzes and other engaging material that really help you progress. I would really recommend downloading it as a complement to the other apps and the other classes that you are already doing, because it's really going to help you progress in vocabulary and in grammar. The videos are usually just around like 10 minutes long. So for me, it's like a perfect moment to watch a video as I'm in the metro on the way to work, or to listen in as I'm walking to the creche to get Eleanor. So with all the New Year resolutions that I'm sure you guys have all come up with, and for all of you out there that want to progress in your language learning, Chatterbug Streams could be the right app for you. I put the link in the YouTube description below so you can check out the app, download it, and I put both iPhone and Android, so I've got you covered on both sides. Again, they are having a discount right now, so the app is completely free. You just have to download it, you create a profile, you sign in, and then you have access to over 2,000 videos and over 400 hours of content. So you've got nothing to lose and only things to gain if you go and check out Chatterbug Streams. All right, let's hit up round 2, where you've got the possibility to get 20 points in this round. Allez-y. If you have ever told one of your friends that they need to cover their neck, go buy 5 more turtlenecks, or that air conditioning might actually give them a cold and make them sick, 2 points, my friend. If 5 weeks of vacation doesn't feel like enough anymore because you've got some serious relaxing to do, 2 points, Pierre. You have fully embraced my favorite thing about the French. We do not live to work, we work to live. Profite, profite. If you have started saying, I will propose something, instead of I will suggest something in English, give yourself 2 points because your English is officially nosediving. If you prefer to drink an espresso in the morning rather than a large cup of coffee watered down with cream and sugar and milk, give yourself 2 points for embracing the shot glass coffee that our French and European cousins love so much. If you can comfortably give a bise to 20 people in a room without hesitation, I'm not talking about suffering through it, guys. If you suffer through it, don't give yourself the points. But if you happily bees 20 people in a room, you are very impressive and I give you 2 points. If it is 100 degrees outside or 32 degrees Celsius and you're ordering a cold drink and you don't even think about asking for ice, you are too French, madame, monsieur. If every time you finish a bottle of wine, you like to say to the person you're pouring to, Marier à la fin de l'année, and then everybody winks and awkwardly laughs, give yourself 2 points for really embracing the French dad jokes. If you feel very nonchalant when you arrive to a store that's supposed to be open and is completely shut, or if when you see a sign on a store saying, closed from 12 to 2, if you don't feel a sense of rage inside of yourself, give yourself 2 points. If when someone tells you, c'est pas possible, you see this as an opportunity to debate and change that person's mind, rather than seeing it as a rude a-hole that does not understand customer service, you get 2 points for embracing the French love for arguing. If you feel comfortable talking about politics to your family, to your friends, to the random guy in the metro, to your colleague, to someone selling you fruit, you are French, 2 points. All right, final round 3, 5 questions, 3 points each. Ready, set, go. If you no longer take to-go food or coffee, because food and coffee should be enjoyed sitting down, a meal should always be appreciated, give yourself 3 points. When you hear a foreigner butchering French, trying, we give you points for that foreigner trying, but butchering French, if it makes you cringe inside slightly, give yourself 3 points. If you complain about basically everything, but you're not actually bothered by any of it, you just feel the need to complain, give yourself 3 points because you've officially joined France's national sport team. #complainers for life. If you prefer to drink hot tea or hot chocolate or hot drinks in general from a bowl instead of from a mug, 3 points. And finally, if you stare into people's eyes when you cheers them because you're terrified of being cursed with bad sex for 7 years, and you genuinely believe this and do it, give yourself 3 points. Okay, end of round 3, I have one bonus surprise question worth 5 points for you. This is the final one. If you comfortably know when to use the vous versus the tu in every single moment, as in you never accidentally use the tu with someone and then have them use the vous back with you, and then you feel awkward because you were too familiar, but you should have kept more of a distance, and now they've made it awkward by putting a big distance. If you always know and properly use the vous and tu and never feel a hesitation about it, you get a bonus 5 points. I'll be interested to know who gets that one because I feel like even French people, like born French people, don't always know which one to use. Except they happen to speak French so well that they can construct sentences without having to use the vous or tu. It's not the same thing for me. All right, guys, add up your points. I can't wait to hear how well you did in the comments below. I will leave my score and pin it in the comments. I hope you all enjoyed the video. It was really fun to make something a bit different than I normally do. Do not hesitate to check out Chatterbug streams. I put the links. You can download the app in the YouTube description if that's interesting for you and you are trying to learn a language and really boost your language learning journey. I hope you guys love the video and I will see everybody next week, la semaine prochaine. Bisous!